Hey, it's Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California. Here today to teach you how to do funky Pincha Mayurasana. I know, not super classical, but if you're interested in learning this pose, I'm interested in teaching it. Now keep in mind, today is going to be mostly theoretical and structural because I'm assuming you already know how to do Pincha Mayurasana. And if you watch enough of my videos, you know what I'm going to say next. Yes, of course I have a video on Pincha Mayurasana. So if you're not already stable and secure in Pincha, watch my Pincha video, get awesome, get strong, get comfortable, confident, safe, and all those things in Pincha, then come back, let's talk funky. Okay, as with all inversions, it helps if you're already warmed up before coming into this posture, and if you're not comfortable in the center of the room, by all means, go to the wall. So, the primary thing you need to know about funky Pincha Mayurasana is where the hands go. One arm is in Pincha Mayurasana, hence the moniker, and one arm is in essence, Chaturanga Dandasana, like this. So if I were to take it into my dolphin, funky dolphin, it looks like this. Okay. Where does that right hand go? So many people make the mistake of thinking that it goes in alignment with their other hand. In a way that seems logical, but check it out. Look at where my right arm winds up in that scenario. Okay? This is not a very stable place. In my Pincha arm, and I add in a Chaturanga arm, what do these two arms have in common? Cue the Jeopardy music. Da 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 da. Time up. What do two arms have in common? They're both 90-degree angles. Why is this significant? Because 90-degree angles are extremely stable. Look around your room. I don't know who you are or where you are, but I'm still willing to bet that it's made up of almost all 90-degree angles. Because they're safe, stable, and secure. That's what we want in our inversion practice. So, I have my Pincha arm and my right hand, where does it go? The answer, if you were to make a line from the back of your left elbow across your yoga mat, that's where your middle finger goes, the tip of your middle finger. So it's right directly across, and how wide? That should be easy. Shoulders distance apart. So when I come into my posture, I have approximately 90 degrees in both arms. Okay, so it won't be exactly 90 in your Chaturanga arm. That's okay. The most important line of energy is the vertical line of energy. Okay, so on my Pincha arm, it's shoulder over elbow. On my Chaturanga arm, it's elbow over wrist. Make sure that you have those two lines set and you're going to be great. Now, here's another consideration. I have my forearm down and I have my other arm in Chaturanga. Let's see what happens if I don't pay attention to my hips. Can you see that slope? Why is that occurring? Because my Pincha arm takes me lower to the floor than my Chaturanga arm. So you might be saying, who cares? Well, you might want to care if you don't want to fall over, because let's assume your Pincha Mayurasana is amazing, incredible, and you wouldn't flip if a 10.0 Richter scale earthquake were about to strike and you were in your Pincha. You can just kick up, no problem. Here's the thing about Pincha, about the funky Pincha, is that if you haven't done it before, wall. If you're not super stable, I would say actually go into a corner because there's a chance you're going to collapse towards the forearm, the Pincha Mayurasana arm on this one. How do I sort of compensate for that? Not sort of, but this Pincha arm needs to press me strongly this way. And on this arm, I need to make sure that my shoulder stays in place and doesn't come over this way. Also, this vertical line presents the energy downward. If I lean in, it's going to push me more towards that collapse. So this arm, pressing down, shoulder back. Okay, middle finger is in alignment with the back of the elbow. And you could futz with this a little bit. It doesn't have to be an exact space, but just where it feels in this general vicinity to feel okay. Now, lift up a leg, and of course you always want your lightest possible kick to take you into your pose. Gaze is forward. I'm a big proponent of always looking forward in your inversions. So as you kick up, it's your right arm in this scenario that is compensating to the right, and your left arm that is pressing you over more to the right so you don't collapse right over to the left. So, again, which arm do I collapse into? The lower arm. So both arms need to work together to push you in the opposite direction. I'll show you from the other arm. So, Pincha arm, and by the way, this Pincha arm is parallel to the side of the mat. That means the line from my elbow to my middle finger. Okay? It's not like this. I see people all the time doing their Pincha like this. Pincha is a parallel arm practice. My arm sets up, again, it's middle finger in alignment with the back of my elbow. You could, again, move it a little bit forward or back to adjust as needed. Make sure the shoulders stay back and down, gaze is forward, and you can really kick up with either leg. And your work is to try to get yourself as centered as possible energetically. The right shoulder, this bottom arm, really feels the pressure. It feels like it wants to collapse. So I have to give it a lot of extra energy to make sure that my direction on this one is up and not flop. That's all, folks. This is Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California, wishing you a fun, funky, fabulous day.